Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a hair dyeing slash mini review on some new extensions. Look, I have ombre hair now. Isn't that sweet? Today I'm going to be doing a little hair dyeing video showing you my new ombre extensions from VP Fashion. So I recently got some new extensions from VP Fashion. If you guys don't remember from a long time ago, last December I did a hair tutorial using really nice blonde extensions from VP Fashion, which kind of looked like this. They were this color blonde. Like, it's crazy to think that I used to be this blonde. Like, that's freaking insane. Anyway, so yeah, these were the extensions that I used, and when I dyed my hair brown before I went black, I actually dyed my blonde ones brown. So when I had brown hair and you saw my brown extensions, it was actually these blonde ones dyed brown. So here's what the blonde ones turned out like when I first dyed them. As you can see, their extensions take color really, really well, but obviously my hair is not brown anymore. My hair is black. So I decided to get some new ones, and VP Fashion was kind enough to send me some new ones. And again, they're the exact same brand, VP Fashion, which if you guys are interested, I have I think it's a $10 or 10%, I can't really remember, code for you guys down in the description box. It is always usable, so if you ever want to make a purchase on VP Fashion, use that code if you would like, because it'll always be down in the description box below every single one of my videos. So yeah, I decided to get some brand new extensions to match my new hair color, and I also decided to try their ombre extensions because my guilty pleasure in life is looking at pictures of ombre hair. I love the look of it. I think it is so gorgeous. So I decided to get some extensions like that because I really like wearing extensions. I've been wearing extensions for 8-9 years now, which is crazy to think about, but they're like a huge part of my life and I really enjoy wearing them. Honestly, I am not afraid to say that VP Fashion is probably the best brand that I have actually tried, and I'm not just saying that because they sent these to me. I'm definitely not sponsored by them in any way to say this. I just really like their extensions. They are super thick, super soft, and they're so healthy. And also I really like the clips on them. After I dyed my blonde ones brown, they literally stayed in the exact same condition. Like, I'm running my fingers through the extension right now and there's no tangles. The ends still look pretty good for being chemically processed. So yeah, they're still in really good condition, really soft. Their extensions are meant to take color, heat, washings, all things like that. So I'm super excited about these. So the ones that I have in now, I have my little piece of paper here. They are silky straight texture and they are 20 inches long. I usually always like to get my extensions straight because I like to curl them myself. You can get them curly if you would like to, but I just like to curl them myself because as of lately when I wear extensions, I don't like to wear them just straight. I mean, I am for this video so I can show you what they look like in just a second, but usually I almost always curl my extensions. Like, it's a must. First, let me go ahead and show you what they look like. So I have them clipped in. I have the entire set clipped in. I believe this is an 8-piece weft set. If I'm wrong, I'll put the correction right here, but if I'm right, then I won't. But I'm pretty sure this is 8 pieces, and I have them all clipped into my head, so if my hair looks super thick, that is why. And basically, when you get the ombre extensions, you can choose what you want to have them as. Like, if you want to have, like, you know, the top color and then the bottom color, you can choose what percentage. So you could do like 10% dark and 90% blonde. So what I decided to do is I got the top part, I got 70% of my dark color, and then I got 30% of the blonde color. So this top color is jet black, that is the color that I got, and then this bottom color is honey blonde, which is number 1 and number 27 on the chart if you go and look at that. So jet black and honey blonde. And I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but my hair, my natural hair, is too long for the extensions, which is crazy because I got 70-30, 70 dark, 30 blonde, because I knew my natural hair is pretty long. My natural hair comes down to about just past my boob, so that's pretty long. So when I pull the extensions down, you can see where my natural hair is falling and where the blonde is. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I actually could have gotten away with doing 80-20. So just try to measure your hair and then go with whatever you feel is right. But basically, here's how the ombre extensions look. And another thing that I really liked about it, which they didn't do this with my other pair of extensions, but what they did this time is they actually attached a bag. In this bag, it just says VP Fashion up at the top, and it comes with this little bag of inserts, and you can actually store your extensions in here. And another thing that's really cool about this bag is they actually gave me a hanger as well. So basically, I can take my extensions and hang them up in my closet like so. So I really wanted to show you guys that because that's really cool. Storing your extensions is like the #1 thing you need to take into consideration, because storing them will basically result in how long they will last. Usually extensions have about a year to year and a half lifespan, depending on how you take care of them. If you wear them maybe only twice a year, then they will last you a lot longer. If you wear them every day and, you know, dye them, use heat on them, wash them, then they're only going to last you maybe about 6 months tops. So it basically depends on how you use them, what you're using them for, things like that. I usually always wear my extensions when I'm going out or filming. I don't wear them at work just because it's not necessary at work to wear extensions, but yeah, I definitely wear them quite often, and I'm usually always able to get them to last at least a year, year and a half before I need new ones. So yeah, these are what they look like. And I asked you guys on my Facebook page, I asked you guys to pick a color, either pink or purple. And a lot of you said both, a lot of you said pink, but the overall color that won today was purple. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I color this ombre blonde part purple. So I will have purple and black ombre extensions, and then we will dye them, rinse them, and style them, and I will show you guys the final product. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how I dye them, and then I will show you how I style them, and we will see the finished product. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Again, huge thank you to VP Fashion. I absolutely love your hair. It's great. One thing, shipping. It took about maybe 3 to 4 weeks to get to me because they came from way across the world, so it did take a while, but they came really nicely packaged and everything. So yeah, so thank you again, and make sure to check the description box for a coupon code. But until then, I will see you guys in just 1 second. Okay, so again, here is basically what the extensions look like before I color them. The one thing that you're going to want to do if you want to do something similar is make sure that when you do have a blonde color, make sure that it's light enough so that the color will stick to it. If it's too dark of a blonde or a dark brown or a black, these types of bright, vibrant colors aren't going to show up very well unless it's light hair color. So what you're going to need is obviously a mixing bowl and a tinting brush. Both of these are from BlueBanana.com, along with the hair dye that I'm using, which is this one by Directions, and this is in the color Violet. If you guys remember when I had purple hair, this is exactly what I used. Then I'm just going to be using a very thick white conditioner. Always make sure that it's thick. The thicker the conditioner, the better. So what you're going to want to do is just fill up your little measuring hair dyeing bowl, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of guesstimate how much you're going to be using for your extensions. I said about this much, and then I will be adding in the color. If you guys are interested in any of the hair colors that you see in this video, I will have direct links to those down in the description box for you if you are curious. So basically what you're going to want to do is, of course, start off with a little bit of hair dye first, then work your way up, because you can always add more, you can't take away more. So I'm just mixing this up really, really nicely until I get my desired color, which this is a good spot right here. It's a really nice kind of Barney purple. I just really like this. But of course you can do whatever you want and how deep or light you want the color. So then basically just lay out your extensions and just start tinting them with the tinting brush. So I don't have like a specific way I do this. I just kind of lay them down and just start kind of like painting almost. Just kind of making sure it's even as possible. If you do get any of the color on the black part of the extension, it's really not a big deal because it's not going to show up anyway because it's too dark for the purple to show up. One thing is when you are doing this, make sure you flip your extensions over. That way you're getting both sides and you're saturating every hair strand that you have on the extension, because if you don't do that, you're going to have a lot of missing spots when you rinse it out. So make sure you're flipping it over and dyeing all of your extensions. And for any of those who are wondering, I took my engagement ring off for the hair dyeing process because I didn't want to get dye on it. I'm still engaged, I just don't have my ring on for this part. And I just repeat this entire process on every single one of my extensions. On some of them, I'm just taking dye straight out of the bottle so I can have some darker purple ones, as you saw just there. And then I'm just going back over and making sure all of it is saturated. After you finish all of them, this is kind of what they look like. So every piece of blonde is nice and saturated and coated in purple dye. You can leave it like this. I basically left this on for a little more than 2 hours, and then I rinse it out with cold water. You can leave it on for 15 minutes. You can leave it on for an hour. However long you want, you can go ahead and do that. The next day, I decided that I wanted to do a little more than the purple, so I decided to add in some pink. So those of you who wanted pink and purple, here you go. So I used this dye, which is also by Directions, and this is in Flamingo Pink, which is what I use when I have my pink hair. And I actually decided to do an ombre type thing with the pink and the purple. So the purple turned out really, really nicely, but I wanted a little bit more kind of like dimension added to it. So I just took the pink and added it just to the very tops of the dye. And with a little bit of a smaller tinting brush, I'm just barely dragging that down. You don't want to drag it down all the way because that could really mess up the purple. So I just did a little bit and it turned out actually really, really nice. It's like a really nice black to pink to purple ombre look, and it just looks really good. So after you finish that, let it sit for 1 hour or as long as you prefer, and then rinse with cold water and you're done. Okay guys, so it is now a couple days later and I have completely finished all of my extensions. I have all of them clipped in. Their color looks absolutely amazing. I will show you in just 1 second, but I just wanted to kind of show you, because I didn't film myself clipping them into my head. I basically just put them in and curled them, and I wanted just to show you guys the final result. So I have all 8 pieces in. Up on the top here, I have a 4-piece, then I have another 4-piece underneath that, then a 3-piece, then up here on this side of my head, I put a 2-piece weft, then I have the 4 little singles clipped in. I think I have 3 over here and then 1 over here. So that's basically how I clip in these extensions. They clip in really nicely. My hair type is medium to thin, but I have a lot of it. So when the clips are smaller, they stick better onto my hair. And these extensions, their clips are like super, super tight. Like these are not going anywhere. So they're clipped in really, really tightly, which I really like, and they are relatively small. I noticed that extensions that have bigger clips, they don't really stay in my head as well as hair extensions with smaller ones. And I curled them. I usually always curl my extensions when I wear them. So I will go ahead and show you guys the final product. Okay, so here is how the extensions turned out. As you can see, it goes from the black down into the purple and pink kind of ombre that I did. I originally just was going to do the purple, but I decided to do pink as well, just because I wanted something with a little more like pizzazz to it. So here's how it turned out. I think it turned out really super cute. As you can see, it goes from the pink down into the purple, which I really, really like. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments. So here's kind of more of like an up close view of how the color turned out. VP Fashion specifically said that Directions is a really great brand to use on their hair, so that is what I used, and as you can see, it worked out absolutely gorgeous. And again, here is what the zoomed out version looks like. So when I am out walking about, this is basically what the extensions look like. I've always wanted ombre extensions. Okay, so that's how they turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All links and coupon codes will be listed down in the description box for any of you who are curious. But until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Bye guys!